Leo, the interesting thing about your energy is that you're being reminded to activate your inner strength because you're going into a point of using your fire that will give you the right desire. I'm not intending to rhyme. It seems to just come out that way. Aries. Or maybe you know an Aries. Maybe this is for some of you. Anyway, Leo, this is your collective. This is the Arcana Veil. Let's have a look how you can light your fire. Discomfort. Coming out of some discomfort. Coming out of some situations here. Cancer. After long times of hibernation, you're ready to hit the road. The road of the consciousness, the road of rebirth, stalk. You have a very powerful process taking place for you right now on an energetic level. You are actually coming out of that space of discomfort. For some of you, you've had relationships that you had to deal with. I can see that some of you had to deal with, maybe you did deal with a cancer, but overall you are processing the energy in a very active way. This is also telling us that you're going through a process of needing to reestablish or reinvent that same part of yourself. You've just completed karmic cycles is what I hear. What is it about the karmic cycles that you had to complete? Let's have a look. This might be even part of the reason why you're feeling quite tired. There seems to be a lot of energetic activities that have taken place over the last few days. It may have knocked some of you a little bit on an energetic, emotional level. Excuse me. We have the Knight of Swords here, definitely. I need to cut out of all of that crap. Some people not hearing the whole story. Making you feel uncomfortable. King of Swords taking the place and saying to that person, take a bow, dude. Take a bow. Very strange. Anyway, Page of Swords, some more air. King of Swords, Page of Swords, Knight of Swords. Three of Cups here. And the Seven of Swords. Okay. No wonder you want to hit the road and get out of the situation here. There's a lot of stuff going on an energetic level that you had to process. Basically on all of that, there is a focus on needing to bring back my Bonnie to me. Yeah. Anyway, the music is quite lovely. I do love picking up on your threads, on your songs. Overall, as the collective, Three of Cups here, community, you're looking for that place where you can birth your frequency into the right way, where you can actually be yourself, truly, truly yourself. But it may require for you to sneak away or to get out of a situation because you cannot, so as it seems, do more than what you've already had to do. You had to literally do a few things to establish process, to establish a protocol. I'm seeing someone that had to basically make peace with the fact that some people are just the way that they are and you can't change that about them. So you are focusing on all of that inside of yourself. Page of Swords here, very much apt for you, because not because it's a page, but because of the fire that you have that needs a little bit of fire, a little bit of air, swords, to stoke that fire for the journey to go forward. Fire needs air to grow. So air feeds fire. We have the Stork here. Some of you are going to be traveling, going to live somewhere else, relocate. Maybe that's your desire. I can see that's definitely very strongly there. There's Three of Cups here, very much met with a lot of support and love and kindness from people. And it's perhaps for some of you, you've realized that actually it's time for you to rebuild a new way of existence, of experience, that you've, gathered all of the information for so long. You're not the type of person who would normally sneak away and do something in the background, but this is something that tells me that you are for sure relating yourself as needing to step out of a situation that does not really serve you anymore. And it takes a lot of skills to actually move out of that without being in the place where you are being trapped. So it could be a mental situation, or it could be an old company that you wanted to get out of. Company of fools, I hear. Let's have a look and see what it is in the subconscious for you to just gather some more of information. Page of Vessels, quite beautifully placed here. Under the Knight of Swords, this is the inner nature of your consciousness coming to the surface, where you are taking stock, emotional energy, vessels, holding that close so that you are ready to build on what it is that you seek to experience here. The nature of the ability in moving forward can often be presented as extreme, but based on how it is in the subconscious, it really is pretty chilled. So you're not that stressed out, is what I'm seeing here. I'm sensing that as well. I'm seeing that on an outer principle, outer appearances, you might look like you're go, 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 go. But really inside of yourself, you're actually pretty chilled. You don't really need to do all of that drive and rush from point A to point B to Z. Six of Cups here. I'm being drawn to this bird. This one. Is this the goose? While they're exchanging gifts to one another here and talking about certain things, there's like the need to talk about something in the nighttime. Your mind could perhaps keep you up, wake you up with certain things, ideas, thoughts. King of Swords here. The relationship you had with the person, perhaps the things that you engaged with, you're remembering that part. There's some pleasant memories coming through as well here. Those are good. That's what the Page of Vessels has to do, is to take all of those pleasant information bits, gentle things, take it with you and actually essentially re-establish a new way of Page of Swords process going forward for the journey. Two of Cups here underneath the Page of Swords. For some of you, having dealings with another woman perhaps, or it could be an older woman that you've dealt with, or you've had dealings with something on a health level, suggesting that you're actually coming through that point where you want to change your life, you want to get into a new health regime. I can see there's that coming through as well. There's parts in this that is very private to you, that you would like to keep that way so that you don't make assumptions ahead of time. I can totally understand that, and your fears around that should not be out of fear. It should be out of trust. You should trust who you are. Trust your nature of who you are. You've been given guidance for so long, and you have a lot of people around you that care for you. Even if you want to turn into a crab. Nine of Wands here. Person going through the dark parts here of their deepest conscious parts, their thoughts, their feelings, how they feel. He's looking at the Page of Swords here, the rays, the angles of his light that come through his consciousness are looking at the Page of Swords, the way that he should approach things. He or she, doesn't matter. The fact is, the energy suggesting that there is a dream to have the ability to, it's like someone who has ADHD and or neurodivergency, and there's a dream to not be like that. There's a part inside of you that cannot change a certain thing. So you need to use it as a superpower. You need to work on it. You need to take this place, this space, this energy situation, and really let yourself understand it for what it is. Chop up all the parts, do a little autopsy on it, and look and see, is it really necessary to, discard all of everything inside of you? Is this part of your journey? These are all the questions that come through. This is self-question shamanic journey for you in this process. Have a look and see for you on the Three of Cups. Four of Swords. Taking the time out. Again, needing to take the time out, meditating over this process, really deciding whether you are in the position or space where you are desiring an extreme change. This is for someone specific in the collective of Leo. Just keep that in mind. So this may not all resonate with one person. Okay? You're going through something. For some of you, you're going through health change. For others of you, you're going through a process where you're actually scrutinizing certain people in your life and whether they're actually worth it. For others of you, you're going through a place where you dream to go on a trip or a journey, to go away from something so you can actually just have your own thoughts, and you wonder if you should sneak away. And for others of you, you have dreams of a lover that you miss, that you haven't had contact with for some time. And overall, the way in which it presents itself to you are all based on feelings, a little bit of discomfort that you felt. I'll put the Lovers down here. If you want to focus on changing your health, and I'm not a medical person, okay, so I'm just saying it here. The energetic question is, what have you decided upon what you know of your health? I don't know why this health thing comes in here. Maybe it's a health scare that someone had and you're trying to change your path. But the energy is showing that they say, if you want this in your life, you must pay to have it. The energetic frequency is saying, what do you decide? What do you want? Do you really want to go through all of that? For you who is missing your loved one, your lover, and wondering if you did the right thing, the energy says that all you need to retain from that is the memories, the Five of Vessels, the memories of that time that was uplifting to you. If it left you in a space of scarring your heart, hurting your heart, then you're being shown that you take only that which has given you the energy to become a better person for yourself, to look at that as the achievement rather than that which has been left or lost along the way. Okay, too many, but we'll take these because they seem to be quite keyed up or keyed into this, and that would be it. We have the Page of Swords here. Well, there you go. We have the Wheel of Fortune. I'll place there. Ultimately, it is your choice. We have the Three of Vessels. Finally, I could say it without stuttering. And we have the Pope, the Bishop, or the Hierophant. I'll place it right over here for you. An overall frequency of the change that you're going through requires for you to do the homework before you decide to do the investment. That's the rule, number one. Big rule always. Don't just always take everything in as grace or as salt. Page of Swords here has decapitated the king, the energy, the troll, that which was trolling you. There's his head, and it's in the third eye, okay? So in this, you're being shown you've made the choice to decide where you're going to go without other people's influences over your life. You stop that frequency from contaminating your choice, especially if it's over your life. I'm talking about people with health scares, that you just decide to hear the first thing and just trust, and you just believe it immediately without doing the research, without getting a second or third or fourth or fifth opinion on it. There's the Wheel of Fortune here. It is in your hands. Each and every aspect of the Wheel of Fortune is within the human form. There is the air that we breathe. There is the fire that is within our hearts, within our physical vessels. That is your wheel. Your turn to turn your wheel the way that you would like to have it. You have the higher insight, the Pope, the angles of light that are coming within you from your higher self to be able to implement a path, to plant the tree into a direction that you would want to have it, to make the stand, in other words. Leo, this was your collective reading. I will leave this with you until next time.